When your resume is getting shortlisted for your interview process, exactly that resume will go for your BGV, background verification, right? That time, if they will see any mismatch is there, BGV getting failed, then you know what is the consequences. Don't try to fool any of the HR or TA team, right? Because that is their day-to-day business. Hi everyone. Today we are going to see how to build your resume for any of your job interview, right? So now what is happening? You all have completed all of your technologies and all of your projects or any kind of uh, on-time activity, whatever you are doing on your domain. So you need to build your resume according to that, right? So if your resume is not good, then you will not stand out from your crowd, right? So the first of all, you need to understand the basic, right? So in resume, you are getting call. So why you are getting calls, right? So some are the keywords you need to understand on your technology perspective. So this video is all about any kind of your technology. I am not dedicated into the cybersecurity. It is for everyone, right? So now I will try to show you how to build your resume, and I'll give you some hacks how you can get more calls into that, right? Now, so your resume is your first and last impression. So whenever any recruiter is getting your resume, so he will get a chance just for a 30-second to 40-second to go through your resume, right? Because most of the time what will happen, he will have multiple opportunities, but when it comes to the resume, he will get around 20 to 30 times, right? So if only one position is there, he may get around 30 to 40 resumes to close only one position, right? So that time what is happening, he has to go through each and every resume, and he have to give some dedicated amount of time, right? So sometimes they will just try to catch the keywords, so whether it is possible for that particular job opening or not, right? So here I will try to show you how to build your resume, because that will be your first and last impression of any of the recruiter, right? And what are the keywords you need to use, and how to optimize your LinkedIn profile, then how you will get more calls from the LinkedIn, right? Because LinkedIn and Naukri is one of the wide perspective of job openings are there. So most of the people, whenever you want to job searching, you are going to Naukri or LinkedIn, and wherever the recruiters they want candidates from the market, they will go to LinkedIn or Naukri, right? So there I will share my perspective how you can give it to the LinkedIn and Naukri, how you can build up your entire portfolio on that I will try to show you. And the next one is how you can connect with any of the recruiter for any kind of job opening, right? So each and everything I'll try to cover it. So first of all, first and foremost, how to build your resume, right? That is a first point. So I'll share one template in the screen so that you can see over here. Now here you can see there is a template of resume, how to build it, right? So first of all, you need to understand your resume should be neat and clean. Whenever any of your recruiter will see, it should be very professional, and it should not be kind of multicolor and any kind of jargons you are using which is not understanding for any of the recruiting team, right? You should not use that one. So for that, it should be very professional, right? So first of all, whenever anyone want to see about your portfolio, so first of all, he is expecting some of the things, right? So you need to catch that one. So what is the exact expectation and what you are giving it, right? So generally, users come to any recruiter's position and think about his perspective. In general, they will try to grab the information of your name, what is your year of experience, and what are the skill set you are working, right? And what is your current designation? Because all of the openings, whatever it is coming out from the companies, so mostly they will try to catch it from your designation, right? Consider cybersecurity analyst or senior cybersecurity engineer or whatsoever, right? So fast they will try to grab those things. Now, as you can see here, so the name is clearly mentioned over here, first name and the last name, and what is the designation, and what is number of your experience. It may be your 3 years or 4 year, whatever. You can write it over here, and if he wants to connect with you, you can just share your contact number and email ID. Just try to remember one thing: don't mention your physical address, right? In some of the resume, I have seen they have given their entire uh, address, which is not relevant, right? Whenever you are selected to that position, yes, that time it is required. So for that information, HR will or TA team will get back to you to ask your physical address. But don't give your entire physical address in the resume, right? If you are mentioning any of the city name, that is fine, but don't give entire physical address to your resume. That is not good at all. And the next one, if you have any website to build up your good portfolio in your entire website, that you can give it over here. And if you can if you can share your LinkedIn, that will be really helpful, because most of the recruiter, they are seeing your naukri profile and the LinkedIn profile to see your entire portfolio, whatever you have worked from your schooling to current now, right? So each and everything they want to see. So everything is, whatever they want, everything is mentioned over here. So if you want to share any kind of your good certification, consider you are into OSCP, or if you have completed any kind of Microsoft cybersecurity certification, all those things. If you have some certified logos, you can paste it over here, and you can see the photo is optional. So it is up to you. If you want to give it, you give it. Otherwise, it is absolutely fine. The next one is the objective. What is your objective, right? And after that, what is your profile summary? Always remember, most of the time, the recruiter will get through your entire profile summary, right? So whatever you have worked in a short term or in a short note, this is kind of your keynote, right? So entire resume, if he don't want to go through, so each and everything will be concised in a 2 to 3 lines, so that you have to mention in your profile summary, right? So as you can see over here, so this user or this employee, he completed 4 years of experience, and from where to where, right? So he has already completed over here, and what is his technical skill sets and everything, it is written over here. So what are the certifications you have completed, that you have to write it over here, but try to remember on which position you are applying for. You have to give those certification, relevant certification, right? Consider if you want to go for any development and you are giving the certification on terms of cybersecurity, it is completely irrelevant, right? So if you will read also, in first impression, he will reject your resume. Don't do that. So whenever it comes to any of your exact portfolio or exact position you are applying for that, which are required certification, required skill set, that should be mentioned in the profile summary. So this is the main component of any of the resume, right? So after that, what are your core competencies, right? So here you have to mention entire skill set, whatever you know, in a sequential manner, right? In sequential manner, in the sense, which are the skill set you are really, really good. So try to keep it in the top. Which are you are low confidence, but you know something kind of mid-range or intermediate, that should be in the mid. And what are the skill set you are less knowing about, those things, keep it in the last. But try to keep everything, all of your skill set, whatever you have worked, whatever you have done, any of the project or whatever work you have done in your past experience, that it has to mention over here. But it should be only skill set, because when any recruiter will see, they will try to fetch the skill set based on the resume, right? Based on the candidate. They will see whether this candidate has this skill set or not. If this skill set is there, then on how many years he had worked, right? That he will check. So this is one of the core important area of your resume. And followed with your entire work experience. Consider you have worked from, in this example, try to understand for the 2 companies, right? So that you have, that I have mentioned over here. There are 2 companies I have mentioned over here. But always try to remember, in most of the scenario, what I have seen, to get more calls and to get more opportunities from different companies, they will try to not mention the exact designation, but they will try to mention any of different designations. Consider they are working as a cybersecurity analyst, but in the resume they will tell senior cybersecurity analyst. No, don't do that. Because when your resume is getting shortlisted for your interview process, exactly that resume will go for your BGV, background verification, right? That time, if they will see any mismatch is there, whatever you have mentioned, and on which resume basis the HR or TA team called you, if it is not matching in your exact BGV, that time you will be in the trap. You will fail. If your BGV getting failed, then you know what is the consequences, right? Don't do that. So what is your exact designation as per your offer letter? Mention it over here. And after that, mention your period. So on what time to what time you have worked, right? So that is the most important for any of the resume, right? On this company, on what designation you have done, you work, and what is the exact duration you have worked. That you have to mention. Don't mention any date. Month and year is more than sufficient to understand about your portfolio, right? And the next one, whenever you are mentioning any of your work, right, don't try to fool any of the HR or TA team, right? Because that is their day-to-day business. Whatever you worked, please mention those things only. Don't try to exaggerate or don't try to fake some skill set, because when any interviewer will get your resume and when they will ask the question, that time you will be in trap. You will not able to answer it. Then they will try to disqualify you from that exact round, right? So always remember, whenever you are mentioning all of your skill set, whatever you have worked, try to write it, then use any of AI tool to rephrase it. But in this scenario, what is happening, most of the candidates are giving the script to any of AI based chat GPT, and they are grabbing it from there. They are just copy pasting over there. That will not help you out, because those are very generic, right? Whenever AI is answering, those are very generic. Sometimes it is specific, but most of the time it is generic. Don't try to do that. Try to write your own language, then try to rephrase it, then paste it over here. That is fine, right? But when it comes to any generic, then what will happen? Interviewer will ask you from a broader perspective, right? If you don't know that, in that point of time, you will fail. That will be your one of the drawback. You will get it in the interview round. Don't do that. Whatever you have worked, write it those things. When any interviewer will ask on that point, you will able to answer it. Then you will crack that interview. Then you will go for the next further step, right? That is the key point I need to tell, right? So try to put some kind of statistical number, right? Consider when you joined and what growth you have done it in your entire team. How many percentage of growth? What is the revenue you have generated from your technical skill set? If you want to mention it, that will be really, really good. That you have to mention, because it will give a positive impact to the HR team or the TA team. But don't try to fool them. Whenever they will ask what is this exact 45%, that you have to mention it over there, right? If you have not done that, and if you have mentioned any random number, then you will not able to justify it, right? That time you will be in the trouble. Don't do that. So try to make out some statistical number from your past experience and mention it over there, so that it will be looks genuine, right? So mostly TA team will try to grab those candidates who are genuine, those who are really interested, right? So you have to think about from their perspective, what is their expectation, and you have to give or you have to deliver those things, right, as per their expectation. If you have done it, then clearly you will win the deal, right? And another, remember one point, whenever you are writing any of the sentences inside your portfolio of your entire experience, consider this company, right? This is my current organization, and these are the skill sets, or these are the day-to-day activities what I have done it over here. Now, what is happening? Here, in every sentence, there are some skill sets and there are some keywords that you have to bold it. So, whenever any interviewer will go through your resume, they will not read each and every line, whatever you have written it. Even though you have listed out the points, but still then there is a less chance they will read it out. So what you have to do, those skill set you are confident in that, try to bold it. So whenever he will just look at to your resume, first of all he will look at those bold letters what you have mentioned, and you have to think on which skill set and which keyword you are confident, try to bold that, so that what will happen in the interview process, the interviewer will ask you the questions from that specific keyword, and you know better because you have bolted, right? And there is a very high chance you will able to answer it whenever he will ask the question on that particular keyword, right? This is one of the hack that you have to use it, right? And the next one, how to get those keywords, right? For the keywords, what I will tell you, do one thing. I have listed out one document over here. I will share it. Now, here you can see, I have just taken a screenshot from the naukri, right? So, I have just taken one example for SOC analyst. In this SOC analyst JD, what you can see over here, there is a job description, right? So, what you have to do, you have to fetch minimum 10 to 15 job description from any of the job portal, right? If it is from naukri, that's fine. If it is from LinkedIn, that is fine. If you are following any other platform for job searching, that is also fine. Try to get minimum 10 to 15 job description in a docs, Google Docs or Google Word or Notepad, whatsoever. Try to grab those things, paste it in a single paper, right? So as you can see here, I have taken all the job description, but for this example, I have taken 3 to 4 job descriptions. Then what I have done it, I went to any of the online word cloud tool where I pasted all the job descriptions over there. Then after he show me a word cloud, it means what will happen in the entire text window, what are the keywords is used multiple times, that it will highlight over here on a font basis, right? Those keywords is used repeatedly, that will show in a bigger keyword, in the bigger font size. There you need to catch it, because what is happening whenever any HR team is building any JD, they are trying to face the keywords, right? So which keyword they have used multiple times, that you have to catch it, right? So how you have to catch it? You have to go to any other job seeker website and try to grab those entire job description and try to build a cloud word, right? In the cloud word, here you can see, I'm searching for SOC analyst. Here, what you can see, the minimum, maximum number of keyword is used. Security is multiple times is used, right? SIEM, right? SIEM tool, threat, awareness, then SOC. So here, what is happening? From this word cloud, you have to take out the keywords, which is multiple times used by HR, right? Because whenever HR will search, they will try to grab those candidates who will are mentioned those keywords which is mentioned in the JD, right? So this is the hack. You have to get those keywords into your resume. So whenever they will search in those keywords, then immediately the naukri or the LinkedIn, they will try to show your portfolio to those recruiters. In this way, there is a high chance you will get more calls for the job interview, right? So this is the hack you have to understand from a basic perspective, right? So this is how I have done it, and I have received multiple calls. Not only me, in the entire industry, wherever you go, the keyword is the main criteria, right? So in that, you have to understand, try to use those keywords in your resume, so that you will get more and more calls. And if it is more and more calls, then there is a high chance you will get more interviews to give it to enhance your career, right? This is the hack. Please use it and tell me how you are getting more calls over here. Now, the first point and second point you have understood, right? In the third point, optimize your LinkedIn profile. Here, what will happen in your entire LinkedIn? So, in recent world, if you are applying for any job, everyone will try to understand your portfolio from your LinkedIn, because resume is not easily available for everyone, right? just forget about any TA team or HR team. If any of your manager or any of any different companies manager or colleague, they want to see your entire portfolio, they will go to your LinkedIn profile, not your resume, right? Because the resume is not publicly available, but LinkedIn is pretty much doable for everyone in the industry, right? So you have to build your entire resume how you have built it. The same way you have to build it in your LinkedIn, right? Multiple videos are there in YouTube. Just go through those things and try to enhance your LinkedIn, right? Because there is also work in the keyword basis. So in your entire in the LinkedIn about section, you have to mention it in your current profile and last organization profile, whatever you have worked, each and everything. Try to make those important keywords, right? Use those keywords that will help you out in your job searching journey, right? And the next one, whenever you are seeing any kind of jobs opening in any of the portals, Naukri or LinkedIn or whatsoever, try to apply for those relevant jobs. So here what will happen, when you will apply those relevant jobs, LinkedIn or Naukri will understand that this candidate is looking for this kind of roles. So once you will apply multiple roles, after some days you will see their AI model will learn that one key, this candidate is searching this kind of role. Then immediately they will try to recommend the job recommendations to you. You are getting high chance to get more calls for those particular jobs, right? Which are already you have applied, right? Just try to understand what I am trying to say, right? So try to apply for those jobs which is relevant to you, so that the AI or their engine will try to understand and they will give more calls or more importance to you. So another thing, what is happening in most of the scenario, those candidates, they are trying to reach out with any of the recruiters ki I'm available for job and I'm open to job and try to give it to me. Don't do that, because this is not a professionalism, right? This is not a correct way. So whenever you are asking for any reference to any of your colleagues, so what they will do, Biswajit, I want to get into a job which skill set is required. If any openings is there, then just tell me. So in most of the cases, you will get a negative feedbacks, right? Because there is a vacancy or not, you will not able to get it, because he is more focused into his work or her work, right? So that point of time, what you have to do, don't do those things. Try to understand. Try to understand from their perspective. I'll just give you one example. Consider there is a company where your colleague is working and you saw there is an opening over there which is relevant to you. In that way, what you can do, try to build your resume according to that particular JD which is mentioned in their website or LinkedIn or Naukri. Build your resume, apply for it, and after that you have to reach out to the reference which are resources is working over there. Consider your colleague is working there, your last company colleague. Just try to talk with him or try to get in with the particular HR team or TA team who is working over there. Okay, this is the exact job ID which is I am looking for into, and my profile is getting matched with the profile and I have already applied for it. If you can just refer me so that it will be fast track, right? So in this way you have to reach out. Don't try to call them, I am available for job, just help me out. No one will help you, right? If you are, because in that time what happened, you have not given any effort to that, right? And when it comes to the point which one I have explained earlier, right? So what you have to do, this is your job ID and this job is fetching, this job is exactly matching with my skill set and I have already applied it, and just try to help me out. Because the front person will think, yes, this person has given some kind of effort to that and he is really interested. After that, they will try to help you out, because there is a high chance they will help you because you have given some effort over there, right? So that is the main area where you can try to convince with your colleagues for getting more reference. So in my experience, this will help you out. So whenever you are going to any of the events, even if it is any developer community or any cybersecurity community or any of the community, right? There also you can just try to increase your networking, so where you will get more information about the job openings. So this is the way you will get more calls from the market, and you can give more interviews and you can grow in your career. So that's all about from my side, and I will just explain about my book, which one I have published. The book name is Banaye View of Cybersecurity, where I have covered each and everything about the cybersecurity. It is from scratch to advanced level. So if you talk about what is CIA trade, right? So which is the basic principle of cybersecurity. And nowadays we are talking about SOAR, right? And nowadays we are talking about cyber insurance. Each and everything from starting to end, each and every aspect of cybersecurity, I have covered it over there. If you are getting a chance, just try to have a look on this book. And that's all from my end. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.